Dear participants, greetings from Montreal. It is my great honor to be part of this event. First and foremost, I applaud the Dominican Republic on its recent update of its state's action plan. But let me tell you a little bit about the ICAO activities on state action plans before we talk about the Dominican Republic's achievements in this area. As you may know, state action plans are a voluntary planning and reporting tool for states to communicate information on their activities to address CO2 emissions from international aviation to ICAO. State action plans are a living document which should be updated at least every 3 years. For states, it's a great opportunity to identify measures that will improve fuel efficiency and reduce emissions. And for ICAO, it is a crucial document to assess future progress towards the achievement of ICAO aspirational goals. The State Action Plan initiative was launched at the 2010 ICAO Assembly. And last year, we celebrated the 10th anniversary of this important initiative, providing an excellent opportunity for states to reassess their plans in light of new developments and tools, and to submit a new or updated, fully quantified state action plan. We have come a long way since the launch of this initiative. To date, 121 states have submitted a state action plan, representing 97.52% of global traffic, making it one of the most successful voluntary programs in the organization. Since the launch of the initiative, 139 states have been participating in the state action plan trainings. In 2020, although we initially planned a presential meeting in Dominican Republic, due to the pandemic, ICAO had to switch. And since we have held regional state action plans, the training sessions virtually. Although this format in principle could enable the participation of more states, further adding to the number of states supported by ICAO, it does not fully substitute the benefits of an in-person training. And we hope very soon we will be able to go back to our presential CORSIA training sessions and state action planning sessions. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic condition, ICAO continues to work closely with states to develop and update their state action plans for CO2 emissions reductions, and is working steadily to support states with the process of ensuring a green recovery for the aviation sector. In the interest of ICAO's No Country Left Behind initiative, ICAO Environment carries out a number of capacity building and assistance activities. These assistance activities are most often related to the ICAO State Action Plan initiative and to the Carbon Offsetting and Reduction Scheme for International Aviation, CORSIA. For the State Action Plan initiative, under specific programs such as the ICAO EU and the ICAO GEF UNDP programs, ICAO have provided capacity building assistance to its member states for the development and implementation of the plans. In the first phase of the assistance project called Capacity Building for CO2 Mitigation from International Aviation, in partnership with the European Union, 14 countries in Africa and in the Caribbean were supported. Dominican Republic was one of the beneficiary states and in that project. In the project kickoff seminar was held in Santo Domingo. This project met all of its expected results and even exceeded some of its initial targets. Some key achievements include 14 action plans, more than 200 potential mitigation measures assessed, including the implementation of CCOs, CDOs, solar panels at gate, and electrification systems, to name a few. Based on the success of this first phase, ICAO initiated now the second phase of the project for the development of ICAO action plans for 10 African states. Additional cooperation is also possible, with states helping each other through the establishment of buddy partnerships. Buddy partnerships encourage international collaboration while allowing states to share lessons learned on items such as the selection and prioritization of mitigation measures. In these uncertain times, ICAO further encouraged states to work together in the pursuit of collaboration action on the environment. Now, let us turn to the Dominican Republic's effort under the State Action Plan Initiative. The Dominican Republic submitted its action plan for the first time in December 2013 and has shown great commitment to the initiative by updating its SAPs every 3 years. We have received the 4th update of the SAP document last week, which includes a quantified baseline along with mitigation measures identified and expected results of the selected mitigation measures. Mitigation measures selected by Dominican Republic includes clean energy initiatives at the airports, operational measures, CORSIA, promotion of alternative fuels for aviation, and the adoption of best practices in operations to reduce fuel burn. On this occasion, I would like to congratulate the Dominican Republic for your voluntary participation in the pilot phase and in the first phase of CORSIA. The actions being implemented and planned under the action plan and the participation of the Dominican Republic in CORSIA are a testimony of how committed the state and its civil aviation authority are in addressing the fight on climate change. This year is the year of climate ambition, with COP26 just a few weeks from now. And since amongst those states that are more impacted by the consequences of climate change. Over these past 10 years, ICAO and its member states have continued to improve and innovate, and now it's the time to push forward. The green transition is already on, and it is time to ensure that every state has a fully developed and quantified state action plan so that they can fully assess their needs, opportunities, and how they are achieving progress. ICAO hopes that states can use their action plans to highlight their plans to include green innovative solutions, which could in turn help states benefit from green financing opportunities and reach ambitious goals in reducing aviation CO2 emissions. Before concluding my remarks, I would like to emphasize the importance of ICAO's continued innovation efforts and work on the assessment of the feasibility of a global goal, long-term aspirational goal. In light of the new scientific findings and the Paris Agreement climate targets, as requested by the ICAO Assembly, ICAO is assessing the feasibility of a long-term aspirational goal, as well as the implementation of roadmaps for reducing international aviation CO2 emissions. The progress of the work will be presented to the 41st session of the ICAO Assembly in 2022. As part of the ongoing ICAO work on the feasibility of a long-term goal, global aspirational goals, what we call the LTAG for international aviation CO2 emissions, we organized 2 stock-taking and 6 pre-stock-taking events. During these events, states, industry, leaders, researchers, and innovators share their ambitious plans, solutions, and policies for decarbonizing international aviation, including measures from technology, operations, and fuels. Data and information gathered from these events contribute to ongoing technical work on the development of the LTAG scenarios and realization roadmaps. The Secretariat will continue to facilitate the monitoring of the latest environmental-driven technologies and innovations to reduce aviation CO2 emissions, including through the continual ICAO stock-taking process towards the next assembly. With this opportunity, I would like to encourage the Dominican Republic to further engage in the ongoing work of ICAO on the exploration of the feasibility of a long-term aspirational goal for international aviation, aiming for an ambitious decision at the 41st session of the ICAO Assembly in 2022. We are looking forward to working together to create a more sustainable aviation future. I thank you and I wish you all a very fruitful event. Thank you.